morning, everybody. My name is Dina Rodolfo, and I think I introduced myself to all the tables trying to confirm everybody's spellings and pronunciation of names. I'm the supervisor of guidance. I'd like to welcome everyone to our annual Giraffe Hero event. So excited to be here. It's been 3 years. We haven't had one since 2019. Our district has been doing this for years, and so it was tough not to have it for a couple of years. So I'm grateful that administration and the schools have been cooperative with us doing it this year, so I am really grateful for that. On to the reason why we are here. I'd like to I think I congratulated all of you individually. I'd like to say it out loud. Congratulations this year to all of our Giraffe Hero Award recipients and their families. Although many would say that being nominated as a Giraffe Hero or Heroine is an honor, it's our honor to have these students as part of our families. To give everyone a little background of the program, the Giraffe Heroes program is a character education program that is taught by the counselors in their classrooms. The program focuses on being courageous and sticking your neck out for the common good, persistently seeking a goal, being of a kind and generous spirit, and being helpful in solving a problem. These students were all chosen because they exhibit these characteristics on a daily basis, not only at school, but within their communities. They are shining examples of what it truly means to be a Giraffe Hero. Although we are here to celebrate these amazing students, I would be remiss if I did not commend the families of these students for doing such a wonderful job with their children. The qualities these children possess are clear examples of what they have been taught at home. Congratulations. So now we're going to start giving out awards, and how it works is I would call a school up. There's no particular order, although some schools have to leave a little sooner than others. So it's going to be a little out of order this year. So just bear with me. It's going to be a surprise when your school gets called. So I'm going to ask that Mr. Gano, Dr. Sneven, and Mr. Fry come up and help give out certificates and awards. The first school that we are going to have come up is Duran School, whose Giraffe Hero is Lucas de la Cruz. Okay. My friend, who's reading his DR? Yeah. She gets to talk all about you. Come stand next to Miss Beccari.
So I'm Mrs. Beccari, guidance counselor. Mrs. Thornton, Lucas's teacher, nominated him, but unfortunately she had to leave. This is supposed to be her last day before her maternity leave, but she had to leave on Wednesday. So here goes. From the start of the year, Lucas has been the most consistent, kind, and exemplary student. He's always willing to help and to go above and beyond, not just for me, but for any of his classmates as well. He gives his absolute best, no matter how hard the assignment, and refuses to give up even when he's frustrated or doesn't understand it. He's always ready to listen and help. For example, while other students are calling out or not following directions, I know I can always look to Lucas and see a quiet, patient hand waiting to be called on. I've never seen Lucas exclude other students, even when peers have tried to pressure him into it. One time during Class PE, there was a small group of boys who had been invited to a student's birthday party. Lucas was part of this group. The other boys in the group were trying to exclude another student in our class because he wasn't invited to the birthday party. However, even while the other boys were running away, trying to get away from the uninvited student, Lucas slowed down and walked with him anyway. Lucas is a great leader who marches to the beat of his own heart and follows his own moral compass, regardless of what others think and say. He's very concerned about others' feelings, which isn't something that you see in a lot of fourth graders, especially in a day so full of media influencers and cool new trends. He's much more worried about being a good person than being cool, and I think that truly deserves a round of applause. Throughout the past Throughout the past 8.5 months, Lucas has shown time and time again that he will always be ready to help, put others first, and do what he knows is right, regardless of who or what is around him. For all these reasons and many more, I believe Lucas is a true Giraffe hero.
I almost forgot to say, when we are done with all the giving out all their certificates and awards, I'm going to ask that all the Giraffe Heroes come up to the front because Ms. Gia over here gets a picture with everybody all together. So next we are going to have Dane Barcy School's Giraffe Hero, Kyla Campos.
Hi, my name is Miss Caitlin Muller. I am actually a third grade teacher. This is my first year doing this, so I'm like very excited, almost as excited as Kyla. So when you think of a giraffe, you think of its long neck, brown dots, and its very tall height. However, a giraffe can symbolize a balance. A balance is a great mind and a big heart. And the qualities of a giraffe hero is someone who seeks the common good, cares for others, helps when problems arise, and persists to find resolution. They seek out the balance, and Kyla holds all of these qualities and so much more. She consistently seeks the common good and helps others within the class and school. She is always lending a helping hand and has wonderful intentions in all of her actions. She is quick to help others, resolve conflict on the playground, and ensures the common good is restored. She is quick to cheer someone up when they are feeling down, and she is quick to take action when any problem, big or small, arises. Every day she comes into the classroom ready to be a role model. It comes to her naturally. These qualities are very brave of her, especially for starting in a new school environment this year. She actually was a Depalo student, and no, we're not giving her back anytime soon. So these qualities are very brave of her, especially for starting in this year. It's not easy to be helpful and courageous starting in a new environment, but since the first day being in my class, she has demonstrated her persistence to shine bright in all of her wonderful qualities. Some examples include coming into class every day, creating a positive impact on others by brightening up the room with her positive attitude, friendship, and calm nature. She impacts others by standing up for peace, remaining a role model at all times, and not shying away from her excitement anytime she gets her hands on a Tommy Depalo book. Kyla demonstrates a wonderful balance of having a great mind and a big heart in all that she does in school. She has a wonderful impact and sticks out her neck for others consistently. Keep being the wonderful, amazing, bright student that you are, Kyla. Congratulations.
Next up, we have from Depalo School, Charlie Martin. Just jealous of the dress. I really am. I'm very jealous of the dress. Stand right next to Mr. Tisch.
Charlie, come right over here.
So everyone can see your dress.
There we go.
Yes.
All right. So Mrs. King and I are here, and of course Mrs. Morano, our principal, is joining us. I am the 5th grade teacher, and I have been privileged to have Charlie in my class this year. Today I would like to present to you Depalo School's Giraffe Hero, Charlie Martin. Choosing the Giraffe Hero was always a difficult decision. Our hero, Charlie, did have a lot of competition. But in the end, after thinking about all the qualities of a Giraffe Hero, someone who sticks their neck out to help others, a caring, big-hearted person, and a problem solver, the choice became clear. It would be our Charlie. Charlie has been described by many staff members as willing to lend a hand to her classmates always, and encouraging them to never give up. Charlie inspires all of us, adults and students alike, with her motivation and extra effort in tackling whatever obstacles are put before her. She can be observed entering school in the morning with her infectious smile, and it makes you want to smile too. Her positive attitude shines through, and she is someone who definitely sees the good in all. Charlie is dedicated to making Depalo School a wonderful environment. She assists her classmates in assignments when they are becoming frustrated and encourages her friends to make good choices. She spearheaded a positivity campaign with her friends by placing kindness notes all around the school, in library books, on doors, and at students' desks. And she brings a positive dynamic to the classroom because of her ready smile and sunny disposition. A leader is someone who does the right thing even when nobody's watching. And Charlie has proven that she is a true leader by being a role model every day. The evidence of her Giraffe Hero qualities are expressed in the words of her teachers and peers. I'm just going to share a few of those. She's friendly to everyone, a beautiful soul. She's extremely polite to adults and peers. She assists willingly on extra projects. She comforts classmates who need it. She perseveres in school learning in a positive manner, using her free time to help others. It is for all of these reasons and so much more that we have chosen Charlie as our Giraffe Hero at Depalo School. Congratulations, Charlie.
Next up, we have Dr. William Menny's School with Lucas Dunulis. Oh, you need the... She needs to, there's something in here she needs. Grab that, get the giraffe paper out of there. There you go. There. Hold that.
Good morning. I had the pleasure of teaching Lucas Dunulis this year as a 5th grade student. It was from day one that I knew Lucas would excel. He quickly adapted to his new 5th grade routine and displayed leadership qualities in the classroom. In school, Lucas is always willing to help the teacher and often volunteers to help other students with their work. His compassion shines through, as he does not like to see anyone else struggling. He consistently encourages others and likes to see them succeed. He organizes and leads games during math centers and ensures others are included. His excellence in academics enables him to be a great asset in the classroom. Lucas is a member of our school safety patrol, where he is the co-captain alongside his twin brother, Lorenzo. In January, he received the Gold Badge Award. This award goes to a safety who goes above and beyond their regular duties and is referred to as an outstanding safety. Lucas displays his leadership qualities daily on post and has made suggestions to adults on how to make transitioning in the hallways smoother. He sees and encourages hundreds of children each day in the hallways and even has a special handshake with some. Lucas volunteered his time on a Saturday morning when the safety patrol teamed up with the Vineland City Recreation Department and the Vineland Police Department Juvenile Unit to clean up at Campanella Park. Besides volunteering his time to participate in community service projects, Lucas plays for a Vineland travel baseball team, Venom 11U. Traveling for sports takes time and commitment. I have witnessed Lucas giving both. Last year, I learned Lucas and I were both working out at the same gym. He wanted to get stronger and better for his sport, so we sought out personal training to achieve that goal. What a fine example of dedication. He takes everything he does very seriously and always gives 100%. Positions he has played on his team are catcher, pitcher, and shortstop, all of which takes agility, strength, focus, and skill. More attributes to describe Lucas perfectly. Lucas's educational career at Menny's hasn't always been easy. In October of his kindergarten year, Lucas developed a condition called alopecia, where he began losing his hair. By November, December, he was completely bald. As a result, Lucas spent the rest of his time here at Menny's without hair. Naturally, this raised many questions from other students and his classmates. In 3rd grade, he was being teased on the bus because of his alopecia. Instead of reacting negatively to the situation, Lucas took this as an opportunity to educate his school and his classmates about his condition. He worked closely with Cole and Mr. Hanna and spoke to the grade level kindergarten grade level first. This took great courage for Lucas, as an 8-year-old, to get up in front of an entire grade level and discuss a condition that he was being ridiculed for. Mr. Hanna then asked him if he would consider talking to the entire school, and his answer was yes, as long as Cole was with me. Lucas overcame adversity and what could have been a huge obstacle in his educational career and turned it into something positive. For these reasons, when asked to nominate someone for our school's Giraffe Hero, there was no doubt in my mind who I would nominate. Lucas's kindness, compassion, positive personality, and resilience have touched so many lives in the past 6 years. We wish him much success in all he does, and his presence will be greatly missed. I consider myself lucky to have had the pleasure of teaching Lucas and being a part of his life.
Next up, we are going to Rossy Elementary School with Nathan Brochon.
All right. Hello, everyone. Nathan was actually nominated by 2 teachers at the school, myself and also Stacy Raboris. Stacy Raboris is a first grade teacher, but she's currently on a field trip and unfortunately could not be here, so I will read hers first. I would proudly and confidently like to nominate Nathan Brochon. I have had the privilege of getting to know Nathan this year since he was assigned as my classroom safety. I have had many safeties and helpers in the past years, but Nathan immediately stood out like no other. He bonded with me in my class and took initiative right from the start, which I found both impressive and refreshing. During my conversations with Nathan, what always impresses me the most was his intellectual curiosity. His love of reading, as he reads his own for enjoyment every single night and is constantly getting new library books, and his knowledge about his culture, his community, and school. Nathan pays attention to the world around him and cares about what is happening. In the classroom, while doing his duty as safety, he has an amazing work ethic. Nathan is never late. He will even tell me in advance if he is going to be absent or has to miss his duty. He knows all my students by name and spends each morning helping them get to class, getting them signed on their Chromebook, and sometimes just offering a friendly smile, hello, or joke to make their morning. This doesn't go unnoticed by myself or my students. One time, a student was nervous to get out of the car rider line because it was his first time. Nathan quickly offered to help the student out of the car. This helped the student immediately feel better just seeing his face. At the end of the day, the student looked forward to seeing him. He will sometimes make up games to keep them busy during dismissal, do math problems with them, or just ask about their day and lend a listening ear. I can't think of a more deserving student to receive this award. I have spent each day watching Nathan's big heart shine through. His kindness, respectful nature, and extremely conscientious work ethic have proven him to be a huge asset to our staff, school, and students. Now my nomination, I am Dana Ensminger. I am his art teacher. I would like to nominate Nathan Brochon as Rossy's Giraffe Hero. Nathan exemplifies all the qualities required of a Giraffe Hero, and he is an outstanding student leader and role model for his peers. He has a professional and calm aura, always making others feel at ease when he is around. I've always witnessed Nathan do the right thing and make the right choices, while encouraging other students to do the same. As a safety, Nathan has already stepped up in his leadership role to help better his school. As one of my art helpers, I've witnessed Nathan successfully navigate time management, organization skills, and most importantly, teamwork. Nathan is always volunteering to help his teachers and classmates. He is polite, courteous, and respectful. Nathan has the strength and determination to always do the right thing, no matter who else is watching. He is an all-around great student who deserves to be recognized for his hard work and efforts.
I apologize for the noise. We're working on it. Next up, we have Petway School with Logan Malecki.
Hi, my name is Leslie Smith, and I'm the school social worker at Petway, and I'm so honored to be here with Logan Malecki today. His third grade teacher, Jenna Smith, nominated him and of course wanted to be here today but was unable to, and she wrote this statement supporting her student. Logan Malecki is a third grade student in Miss Jenna Smith's classroom at Petway School. We are very proud that Logan is our Petway's Giraffe Hero. Logan has always been a caring child. He has always wanted to help anyone who he believed needed help, regardless of his age. He began his journey of raising money for children with cancer when he was enrolled in All Kids First preschool. His connection to the St. Baldrick's Foundation is where he learned people could raise money to help fund childhood cancer research and then shave their head to show support to those who are battling cancer. He had seen his Uncle Chuck do this, and Logan asked if he could help people who were sick and shave his own hair off too. Every time he shaved his head, he grew happier, asking if he could raise more dollars to help. This year was Logan's 4th time shaving his head. During his time fundraising, he has raised over $1,000. He would like to do it each year going forward. He takes it as his responsibility to help others, always showing acceptance. He says it doesn't matter how you look, it truly matters that you do matter. Logan is a brave, active, and outspoken individual. He sees the community around him through a different lens than many others do. As a Giraffe Hero, Logan observes the world around him and sees what needs to be done for the common good of all. Logan steps forward, he gets it done, no matter what he has to go through. His effort, kindness, and love comes from his heart and is shown every day in his good character. As a Petway Patriot, our students are expected to follow our pathway to Patriot Pride, consisting of multiple character traits that Logan exemplifies throughout the school day and while he's in his community. He is a leader and rallies his family, friends, and Petway School to join him in his fundraising efforts. I think it is important to mention that Logan's 2 sisters and 1 brother have gone through Petway or are still there, and they exemplify our pathway to Patriot Pride traits. They go beyond to help others. It is evident that their parents are encouraging them to be kind and live a very altruistic life. A big thank you goes to Mr. and Mrs. Malecki for guiding your children to show empathy and for truly wanting them to make a difference in the world around us. Logan has been a part of St. Baldrick's Foundation for over 4 years now, always wanting to give back to others. His family, friends, and community have always been right by his side, supporting his selfless acts of service for children in need. Logan's commitment to shave his head for a cause raises more than funds but it raises awareness. It shows kids who lost their hair during treatment and that need support, our friends and family. Logan Malecki is an inspiration to all of us. He is a great example of a Giraffe Hero. He always sticks his neck out for others. Thank you, Logan. I'm so proud of you.
Next, we have Sabater School with Fanny Juarez Bertrand.
Good morning, everyone. So this is Fanny, our fabulous Giraffe Hero. We're very proud of her. Fanny works really hard to just be such a helper. And just to give you a little tidbit about why we chose her, I nominated her as well as one of the teachers who helps me in the afternoon to man the madness in the gym of all of the late buses. So in the gym, we have about 4 buses that are late, generally every day. So we have some safeties on those buses and they help us. And Fanny always just takes charge. She's really, truly a leader in that area. And this is what we wrote. We kind of kept it short and sweet. I would like to nominate Fanny Juarez, 5th grade student in Mrs. Perugini's class for Giraffe Hero for the school year 2021-2022. Fanny is a kind and helpful student. She also takes her role as a Sabater safety very seriously. She can always be found helping another student or volunteering her assistance wherever it is needed. For example, every afternoon, Fanny's bus is late. Students are seated in the gym floor. Fanny assists in monitoring students. She walks around and helps other students log onto their computers so they can do some homework. And she walks around with students who need to move. We have some students that can't sit still, and she's always willing to walk around with them. She holds the door for students coming from the East Wing. She walks younger students to the bathroom. She ties younger students' shoelaces, and she even reads to them when they are anxious or bored while waiting for their bus. For these reasons and many others, she deserves this year's Giraffe Hero. Para los padres de Fanny les quiero decir muchas gracias por criar una niña muy respetuosa. Ella verdaderamente es un líder para la escuela, es un estudiante ejemplar, siempre ayuda a los otros estudiantes cuando tenemos los autobuses que están tardes. Ella siempre ayuda en monitorear a los estudiantes que vienen del otro edificio, lee para los estudiantes pequeños que están ansiosos y aburridos, camina con los niños que están muy ansiosos. Ella es una niña muy respetuosa, le gusta ayudar a los otros y siempre tiene una bella sonrisa. Ella en realidad es una jirafa ejemplar y deben de estar muy orgullosos de ella. Thank you.
The last of our elementary schools is Dr. John H. Winslow School with Jaheem Payne.
Good morning. My name is Carolyn Ansank, school counselor. Giraffe Heroes are caring, helpful, courageous, and persistent. They consistently are generous, thoughtful, and kind. They take initiative without expecting anything in return. Others admire them for their good deeds and kind acts. Giraffe Heroes stand out and are exceptional in going above and beyond to stick their necks out to help others. Behind bright eyes and a big, warm smile is a Giraffe Hero. His name is Jaheem Payne. He's a 5th grade student at Winslow Elementary School. Jaheem is admired by his teachers and peers. He has a positive attitude and sees good in others and every situation he encounters. He is friendly, respectful, and receptive to everyone. He leads by example. Classmates describe Jaheem as very caring, funny, helpful, honest, kind, loyal, nice, and respectful. They say he is a really good person and a very cool friend. They say he sticks up for others and encourages friendship and doing what is right. Jaheem always speaks in a kind way to both adults and his peers. He exemplifies politeness by using manners and addresses all adults by ma'am or sir. Jaheem always searches for ways to help in and out of the classroom. He is conscientious of the way others feel and always shows compassion. Jaheem believes in doing the right thing. He willingly shares his materials and supplies with classmates. He consistently demonstrates a caring disposition. Jaheim sticks up for his classmates in problematic situations and encourages them to respond respectfully. It is evident that Jaheim will continue to influence others with his caring attitude and his modeling of a quote by Roy T. Bennett, "Be positive, be true, be kind."
Next, we're going to start with our middle schools. We're going to start with Veterans Memorial School, Kylie Spickenruther.
My name is Carrie Ann Haley. I am Kylie's 8th grade language arts teacher this year. She was actually nominated by another teacher as well, but I volunteered as tribute right away because anytime I can brag about her, I'm jumping right on it. Giraffes are known to be exotic and stoic animals. They command attention for many reasons. They are the tallest mammals, they spend the majority of their time standing, and they are quite nimble. It is undeniable that giraffes have an abundance of qualities that make them unique. In today's society, especially in middle school, it can be terrifying to stand out in a crowd. The fear of being judged by others can stifle a student's individuality, so witnessing someone stand out for all the right reasons is a breath of fresh air. When we were asked to nominate a student for this award, it only took me a split second to decide my candidate, Kylie Spickenruther. When I think of Kylie, I think of everything a leader should represent. Kylie is a member of our school spirit squad. She is not only lights up a room, but brings pure joy to the entire school. She also is involved in the VAMP program, performing her heart out. She is a safety member and takes her duties seriously. Kylie has also been inducted into the National Junior Honor Society because she takes pride in her academics. She spends her time after school not only participating in these clubs and activities, but she is an astounding softball player and field hockey player as well. I know this seems like a lot for a young lady, but her achievements do not stop here. She is a beloved daughter to one of the best teachers I know. Her mother, Dawn, is the sunshine of Memorial, and it's easy to see where Kylie gets her sparkling personality from. As her language arts teacher, I've seen Kylie go out of her way to make other students feel welcome. She honestly puts others before herself without requesting anything in return. And this is something that is rare in the world today. Her empathy is beyond her years, and I can't wait to see what amazing things this young lady will accomplish. Congratulations, Kylie. I am beyond proud to be your teacher. Keep roaring.
Next, we have Sergeant Dominic Pillan Middle School with Genesis Toro.
Hello everyone, my name is Nicole Oshenik and I am a language arts teacher. I get to be this young man's language arts teacher. This is Genesis Toro. It is with great honor that I have the privilege of nominating Genesis Toro as the 2022 Sergeant Dominic Pillan Giraffe Hero. I was fortunate to get to know Genesis because he is a student in my language arts class. He was new to our school this year and quickly became an asset not only in my classroom, but for the entire school. There are many reasons why I believe he deserves such an honor. Genesis is kind, he's helpful, courageous, and committed to helping not only himself achieve success, but also others within the building. At the beginning of the school year, it became clear that Genesis was a student I could rely on in my class. He is someone that I can always pair with anyone in the room because he's always kind and understanding. He works well with everyone and always promotes the success of others. When problems rise, he is the first to step in and brainstorm ideas to resolve the problem. Throughout the year, and in one situation in particular, a peer was having a conflict with another student in the building. Genesis took it upon himself to build up his classmates' self-esteem and worked tirelessly until a resolution was found. He genuinely cares about the feelings and needs of others around him. In addition to helping others, Genesis has also worked hard to help himself. Genesis did not always have the best record when it comes to behavior and decision making. I truly had no idea of the background even when he told me. I had to look back to see because I genuinely didn't believe him. After talking to Genesis, it is clear that he was able to grow and learn from these experiences. In addition, Genesis also suffers from a seizure disorder. He often discusses the struggles he faces and uses them to help encourage others in the school. He has proven throughout this year, while serving as a member of the Student Leader Club and as an active member of our Youth to Youth Club, that he cares about the success and well-being of others. He works diligently to improve the overall school climate and commits to helping others on a daily basis. As you can see, Genesis Toro embodies all the qualities of a true giraffe hero. He is kind, compassionate, and courageous. His heart is huge and always puts the needs and feelings of others before himself. He is dependable, respectful, and an asset not only in my class, but for the entire school. Stay gold, Genesis Toro. He doesn't understand that part yet, but he will.
Next up, we have Wallace Intermediate School with Tyjon Kennedy.
Morning. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Tyjon Kennedy, a student with the amazing ability to brighten up a room when he walks in with his positive attitude and helpful nature. Tyjon's accelerated math teacher, Mrs. Greenfield, couldn't make it, she nominated him, described him as a conscientious student who takes his academics seriously and accepts challenges head-on. He is never afraid to ask questions or seek help when he needs it. Outside of the classroom, Tyjon is always respectful and supportive of his peers. Mrs. Greenfield stated that when he was being interviewed for the student spotlight with Mr. Yano, he expressed how nervous he was, but was still very proud and excited for the opportunity. Our principal at Wallace, Ms. Quinn, called him one of the most organized and creative students she has ever worked with. And she has watched him over the past 3 years develop into such a strong leader among his peers. He currently serves on our Principal's Council, where he has planned several community activities for the group. Ms. Quinn stated he has also organized a way for the 8th grade to leave a memorable mark at Wallace. He is just an overall positively remarkable young man. Tyjon is also one of our safeties, which is led by Mrs. Jenna Scoley. Mrs. G described him as an exceptional student, and not only was he unanimously nominated by his teachers to be a member of the Safety Patrol, his innate leadership qualities promoted him to captain. Mrs. G stated Tyjon takes his role seriously. He organizes his safeties for duties, makes adjustments when necessary, and sees to it that his patrol is on the ready every day. Tyjon comes up with solutions and ideas to help make Wallace a school to be recognized. He shows great leadership qualities. I think we can all agree when Mrs. G said she has no doubt about this bright young man's future. Congratulations.
And last, but certainly not least, Samuel Sode.
Just watch your step.
Hi, my name is Megan Shaw, and I have the distinct pleasure of teaching Sammy in my Honors English 1 course. Sammy embodies all of the qualities synonymous with the Giraffe Hero. Before Sammy entered my class in September, I was already well aware of his accomplishments as his reputation precedes him. I remember the discussion between teachers when Student of the Month nominations started last year, and each of Sammy's teachers mentions his name instantaneously and with collective enthusiasm. When teachers talked in the hallway about particular lessons or projects, it was Sammy's name mentioned as the exemplar. I distinctly remember his history teacher mentioning how humble and reflective he was, and his English teacher recalling what a leader he was in the classroom. Overall, by the end of the year, the clear sentiment from all of Sammy's teachers was how sad they were to see him go and how lucky I was to inherit him the following year. It wasn't long before I saw firsthand in my own classroom how right his teachers were. Sammy, in true Giraffe Hero fashion, served as a strong support for his peers on a daily basis. Whether he was making real-world connections to literature or providing clarification for a group mate that didn't quite understand, it was evident Sammy took pride in not only his own success, but the success of his peers. Until I met Sammy, I thought there was no greater feeling than working with a student and watching that aha moment where what I finally said clicked and they understood. On the contrary, I now know the greatest feeling is watching one of my students experience that same joy when helping a peer achieve his or her goals. This pride in helping others extends well beyond the classroom. Sammy is the president of AMS's chapter of the National Junior Honor Society and is an active member in the LEGO League Club. He does all of this with a positive attitude while maintaining the highest grades with such a rigorous course load. Sammy is the student that makes you remember why you entered this profession. Sammy is the student that makes you want to be a better teacher. Sammy is the student most deserving of this year's Giraffe Hero Award.
At this point, two things. For all of the elementary schools that are here, if you did not receive a book for your library, I have one for you. I bought them a few years ago, so please see me. And I know Rossy, I'll have to bring one. I'll give one to you maybe to bring back. So if you did not receive your book, come see me. I'll give you your book. And at this point, I would like all our Giraffe Heroes to come to the front, and we will get a picture. Meanwhile, I'm going to be cutting cake in the back. We have cake. If anybody would like to get a picture of the cake before I cut it, it's actually very pretty. It's got giraffes on it. But I'm going to be cutting the cake.